I'm Georgia.
And I'm Corey.
And we're Baking Buddies.
And this is a Superbowl special edition.
Decorating edition.
Exactly. So, because it's a first of all, I wanted to say to all of you people out there who every time that we make a show, the only comments that I get that are negative are about my hair being down. So guess what, guys? It's up this time. I hate wearing it up because I'm a ballet dancer and has to be in a bun 24/7, but this time it's down just for you. So enjoy it because it's not going to last all the time. Okay.
Okay, so here we have a perfectly amazing cake.
Yes.
So
we're going to stand up. If you can't see us, it's okay.
So, this is a lemon cake.
You can use whatever kind of cake you want, but this is lemon with strawberry cream cheese.
It's in our raspberry lemon cupcake video. That will be...
It's the lemon half.
Yeah.
And you have to quadruple it to make this much.
Yeah. So, we're posting that on...
Next week?
Next week?
I think next week, maybe the week after, but we have it in store for you guys, so you will know this recipe soon.
Eventually.
But we pre-made it because this is a decorating edition of Baking Buddies.
So we have cream cheese filling. We made our cream cheese icing filling from the banana cupcake video, and we just cut up some fresh strawberries and we laid them all over on top of the filling. So it's amazing.
And bam, we have a knife.
Stand back, or I'll kill you. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can see,
Don't tell them too much.
Okay. So we have
a football shape.
Yes.
We just took some icing.
And we kind of created our own football shape. So we just put a little teeny bit of icing so it doesn't mess up the cake. So pretty much,
you have to just go for it. Start carving and leave enough room so that we are going to be having to do some shaving later. So make sure that you make it big enough that there's still room to shave some of it off.
Because mistakes
happen
a lot with us.
As you can tell.
From all of our past videos.
Whoa, look at this.
We're going to eat all that.
This is not going to go to waste.
This is such a good cake. Okay, look at the inside of this cake, please.
Oh, amazing.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh!
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Scare me there for a second.
Do the other half.
And then you just keep carving and keep on carving and keep
make
on
the
carving.
whole football shape.
So we finished this football cake. We carved it and it looks pretty football-y, I think.
It's kind of going to be messy, so don't be appalled or anything
really
because it's
crummy.
The cake is crummy. That's why you have to do this part.
This is a really crummy lemon cake. It's really moist, so you want to crumb coat this to hold in the crumbs. So that kind of works.
Is cream cheese icing.
That's cream cheese icing, yeah, but you can use any icing you want.
So a crumb coat is gonna be
super thin.
No, not super thin, because then the crumbs will come through.
Okay then.
Okay, so just keep doing this.
Keep doing this until it's all crumb coated up. And some tips are that the points are the hardest part of this to carve. So you kind of want to carve at an angle on this side, an angle on that side, angle on this side, an angle on that side. That was the hardest part of it all.
And then you just round it off.
Yeah, and you slowly cut off little layers at a time, because if you try to cut off the whole chunk, it'll mess it up. So just...
And then
you
you
can
won't
see,
have enough cake left, so just make sure that you don't cut it too much.
This is our plate of crumbs.
And
that's how much you have extra.
A very little football cake.
Yeah, because it's only for two people.
Yeah, you can make this as small or as big as you really want to, depending on the size of your pans and all that.
So you just finished crumb coating this all the way around. So we crumb coated this football and it looks perfect. It's perfect shaped, and you get surprised because it looks this kind of weird, like after you.
She says weird so much we just realized that.
Sorry. After you just carved it, it's like really crumbly, so it doesn't look as football-y. But now
don't dip it too much.
Now it's football-y.
She's scaring me with all this moving.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So now we pre-made some fondant yesterday.
Fondant. This is marshmallow fondant.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So pretty much, if you have never made fondant before,
look it up.
Just look it up.
Because we're not telling you, so.
It's
going to take way too long.
It's just an 8-ounce bag of marshmallows, and you put it in a bowl with Crisco on it so it doesn't stick. You put 3 tablespoons of water on it, you microwave it for 30 seconds, mix it, microwave for 30 seconds, mix it, microwave for 30 seconds, mix it, until that equals 2.5 minutes.
Pour it into a big bowl of powdered sugar.
Not a bowl. I'm literally mean put the
Like
powdered
on the
sugar
counter?
on the counter. Well, first Crisco your counter.
Yeah.
Then put the powdered sugar and like make a little bowl. Then dump it right in the middle, and you knead it for 10
Yeah.
minutes until you
like this. This
Yeah.
is kneading.
and then until it's good. And then you put a thin layer of Crisco around the edges of the ball when it's done. Saran wrap it and save it for the next day because you have to. It settles and it's easier to use the next day. And then I just microwaved it in the microwave for 10 seconds in a bowl, and it just makes it a little
very
easier to
pliable
handle.
now.
So, it's awesome. So now I have a fondant roller, and you want to make it like a medium thickness. So these are the rings that I have on mine, and it makes it the thickness that you want it. So about like 2, maybe like 2-3 millimeters thick, because you don't want it too thin, but you want it but you don't want it too thin or thick. So I'm just gonna roll this out, and then it'll
And then
be
we'll
awesome.
show you how to coat it. Okay, so
So-
we flattened out this fondant.
so smooth.
It's so smooth.
And beautiful. And we use this tool over here.
It's a little fondant cutter.
Another. Yeah. So we just like
We
cut
cut
the
around
edges
the edges so
to
that
make them square.
yeah, and that way she could see how thick it was with the little fondant roller that we showed you earlier.
Yeah. So
So now we're just gonna
we're gonna attempt to do
Ooh,
this.
Okay, so I'll
This is
bring
gonna
up
be
this
fun.
side.
So it's easier to do with a partner. So pretty much, pick it up quick. The football's over here, sorry you won't be able to see this. We'll move it over in a sec. And you just lay it on nice and perfectly. And then you just
You have to cut
rub it nice and.
make sure that it doesn't have any.
And if you have some scissors that you cleaned, cut off the extra because it'll pull and make it super unthick. I just want to cut it all off quickly before it pulls on it.
And then you just want to keep smoothing it around the
And it's a little tough
edges.
because it's it's round, so it's a little tougher than like a square cake, I would say.
So now,
So now I have this tool. See, it's like a little pusher thingy. And then you just, once you get it to the perfect length of the edge,
and make sure that it doesn't have any ruffles.
so we gotta smooth out those. But pretty much, I think you get the idea. So, okay, so we have this.
Lovely
get over here.
football.
It's covered in fondant.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so we fondanted this beautiful
We
thing.
fondanted it.
We fondanted this beautiful
Fondanted
thing.
it.
Woo! Yeah.
Cake dance. It turned into a cake dance now. Since we're making it.
So cupcake cake. Cupcake.
Cupcake cake. So it looks really good.
It's perfect. When you just smooth it out, it's beautiful. So these are all my fondant tools.
If you don't have them, then just make do with whatever you got.
Yeah. So
Forks, knives, whatever.
now to make this thing look amazing. So first thing, we're just gonna start with this. You take a tool.
We don't know what any of these are.
Any tool. Yeah, we don't know what this tool is called. But it's like a little dome
It's a
thing.
little
It's like a little
pointy
raindrop.
Point.
See? I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
It's
yeah,
good.
take
It's
that.
close enough. Yeah. Or a butter knife, whatever you have. And you find the point. The
Find
pointed.
the point of your football
And you start from the bottom. And then you go up.
and just draw
the
like
top.
not too deep of a line, but enough that it's noticeable, and try not to make it wiggly. Try to make it pretty straight.
So,
So
do that. Just do it. I tell you people, just do it. So then, we're going to show you how to make the straps on the football and the laces. But first we got to make some icing, so.
we'll be back. Yeah, okay.
So, the football, we put it in the fridge for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
the
gonna put
icing
it
was
in there
kinda-
more. It's coming out the bottom a little, but that's okay because later we're gonna put stuff around it, so it's alright.
Okay, so, this bag of cream cheese, icing, cream cheese frosting, icing.
Whatever.
It's a professional bag with a teeny, I don't know what number tip this is,
Little tiny,
teeny
smallest
little,
you can find.
smallest you can
So
find.
now we're gonna
dot.
make the laces on the football.
So, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take
Oh yeah,
the
we
tip.
made little lines on the side too.
Yeah, we did set lines on the side to make it look more 3D.
3D.
So, we're gonna find about where you wanna do your middle lace, I'm going to start at. And you don't even squirt any icing. You just pop a small hole.
Don't go too deep, and don't like make
On
your
each side.
fondant crack or anything.
You just want to push it down enough so you can see a hole. So that when you lace it and you put it to bring it to the crack, it looks like a real lace. So I'm going to ice this, and then I'll show you when it's done so you can get a better idea.
So then did you tell them what to do with that?
Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you.
So then you take the frosting, you put it in the little hole,
Squirt it out.
and then you make it come in to the center and then come back out to the other little hole. And that makes it look more like a real lace if you put it inside.
Like
the
it
holes.
went inside the
football.
crack and came
And
out.
it actually looks really cool right now. We'll show you at the end. Okay.
So we finished this wonderful football. Oh
Look at the
yes.
little laces.
Zoom in more, zoom in more.
See the laces? Doesn't that look awesome, guys? It
And
looks
then
like
I
a
did
real
one
football.
line right across the middle in white icing.
Because that's what the laces look
And you
like.
can do as many little things as we did. We just did 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Whatever you like.
So now we're gonna work on these laces. It's easier if you have white fondant, and then you can cut them out to the exact size. But when I was making this fondant, I forgot to save a little piece to make it white.
So we're going to have to ice it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna,
So we're going to do that. We're going to make the
We're
two
gonna-
little lines on the side.
yeah, and we'll show you when they're done.
Yep. Okay.
So, we made this football cake,
And it looks like a football.
it's amazing. We do these straps of cream cheese, and we kind of just iced it, but you can see here, I'm holding it. Don't calm down, Corey. Isn't that so cool?
It looks like a football, guys.
And so, that's amazing.
So that is our Super Bowl cake.
yes.
The first one. But
the best one.
We have another one coming.
yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We have 2 football cakes. But first, we're gonna finish this one.
Right.
You can add your team colors and write something, but our customer requested that we write Mighty Patriots.
since they're kind of in the...
So we have some red icing right here, and I just stuck this on there, so I don't even know why it's sticking, but it is. So
We're
some
just gonna
red
write
gel icing,
Mighty Patriots
and we're
on
gonna
it.
write Mighty Patriots on it.
And then what we're going to do is make the bottom of this cookie sheet
Grass.
look like grass.
So you can either take coconut, mix it with a little big green dye,
Which
and
is
turns
what we're
green,
gonna do.
and sprinkle it everywhere. Or you could also just get one of this, but in green. Whoa, one of these red gel, piping icing, whatever, in green. And you can get a special tip that actually makes it look like grass.
And
But
we're
just-
also going to pipe a little bit of like design around the bottom edge of this, so that way you can't see if the fondant's a little bit
Yeah.
messed up on the bottom, it'll just look like a nice border.
Come on. get
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing.
It is.
Okay, we're gonna. So,
We finished our awesome football cake. This person is a Patriots fan, so we wrote
here.
sorry.
Zoom in on this.
Mighty Patriots on it. Don't let it fall,
I don't think
please.
you can see the mighty, but you can see
But
the
it says
Patriots.
Mighty. So we wrote that on there, and it really looks so cool.
Amazing.
We're
And then we did a
super
little
happy.
rim. See the little rim of
Yeah.
red?
We put the red around the bottom, so you can
So now we're gonna do grass. We're kind of lazy.
Okay. So what we did was took coconut, put drops of green dye in it till
And
it
to
all
mix
turned
it.
green.
And don't mix it with your hand because you'll stain your fingers. But you can
but
pick
you
it up.
have to spread it with your hand.
So,
So now we're just going to spread it around,
Like
and it
this.
kind of looks like the grass.
like of a field, and it looks amazing.
So we're gonna finish spreading this.